Commanders family, welcome into a very special offseason episode of Next Man Up here in the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. And why is it special? Because to the left of me, we got our new offensive coordinator for the first time, David Blough in the building. First things first, sir, congratulations.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Beautiful studio, man. I'm pumped to be here.
Yeah, man, we're happy to have you. We're happy that you stuck around.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you are a hot commodity. It sounds like you the next up-and-comer. Why is it so great for you to be able to spend another year here with the Burgundy and Gold?
Man, to me, it starts with DQ and just his kind of intentional vision for my growth. Since my first day here, man, he has just poured into my development. And really the reason I'm sitting in the chair is because he has probably seen for me bigger than I could even see for myself. And it's exciting to now be able to cast a vision about what I know about offensive football and try to help put our players in best position to be successful. So being around here, after being here for 2 years, being around our quarterback, being around the guys that we have coming back under contract, it's like, all right, it's time to cast this vision and let's go for it.
And when you look back at these 2 years where you've been here, been able to work with Jaden, be able to work with Dan Quinn and the rest of these players, what has prepared you for this moment?
Yeah, I think, I've been incredibly fortunate, dude, to over the 2 years here, over the 5 years I had as a player, to be around a lot of excellent coaches, a lot of excellent football, whether it's quarterbacks, receivers, offensive line play. And then here, I kind of understand what makes this place special, and building it around Jaden in a way that, he can attack the defense and put stress on the defense is what really is the stimulating challenge of piecing that puzzle together for me. So I'm really pumped about putting him in the best position possible that he can attack a defense and just go after it, man.
And I think that relationship between you and Jaden, that's a big part of why, you got this call to be the offensive coordinator. There's a trust there. There's a bond there. How valuable is that bond between you and Jaden that you guys have built so far? Because, again, you weren't the OC. However, you guys had a very, very special relationship.
Sure. I think that definitely plays a big part into it. And the continuity of how we see things, how we communicate will be a big part. And then there'll be opportunities for me to challenge him to grow even more than I have in the past. And that's what's, really exciting to help try to take him to another level. And I want to see him just reach his full capabilities. And it's fun being able to call the play into him, that he gets to call the play into the guys and design it for his skill set. And, the hope is that, we're able to create something that he's running here for a long time.
And you said the word challenge him, and when you said it, like a little smile came across your face.
Sure.
Not everybody is ready to be challenged. Not everybody is ready to deal with that. Some people kind of shy away from it, but it seems like Jaden rises to that occasion. What about him makes you know that he is ready for the challenges that you have for him?
Man, I have seen it every day he's been here. The work shows it, his hunger for growth. And I think as much as we can with our staff, our offensive staff, who has had so many different experiences, the different ways we can show him to, continue to grow and elevate and take it to another level and open his eyes to things he's maybe never done before and try new things and, be creative and push boundaries. Like, that's what we're going to do and try to, just for the 65 snaps where he gets the ball from under center or in the shotgun every week, I want him to feel confident. He knows exactly what the intent of the play is, to go and get after whoever's on the other side of him.
And you, being an ex-NFL quarterback as well, you have seen the highs and lows of an NFL playing career. And in these last 2 years with Jaden, 2 very, very different years, right? Great first year, second year, injuries, highs and lows. How have you helped him with your experience get through those mental parts of the game, right? Jaden had been through so much last year, losing a loved one, dealing with injuries, dealing with all the things that come with being an NFL quarterback. How have you helped him with the mental aspect and just getting through those kind of things?
I I heard the pastor of our local church we go to here. He talked about perseverance not being about strength, right, and just pulling yourself up every week, but it's about direction. And so being able to help provide a little direction for him when it comes to something mentally that he's going through, whether it comes to something emotionally he's dealing with or pointing him in the right direction physically on the field. I think that's something where the relationship has been built kind of through the fire a little bit. And that's what I'm excited about, just continuing to grow. That, the relationship of he and I being on the same page is what is really excited for me to help give him direction.
And you've gotten to be closer probably than anybody to see him
Sure.
dealing with those things. Can you speak to how you've seen him deal with just being an NFL player, being a young man, dealing with all of this stuff?
I think from any lens, like when you look at it and how different his life, call it 3 years ago before he, had the Heisman season at LSU, and then the special run we had in 24 and the season, plagued in 25. I think what's really exciting is the character of the man remains the same. And we saw it from the first time we talked to him, and it's what's exciting about sitting in the seat I'm in now is now we get to help kind of rebuild it and take it back to another level. And I think that's the collective challenge that our offensive staff has, is to continue to just, pour into the young man and help him be the best that he can be.
And when you look at your resume and the things you've been through, not only as a player, but as a coach as well, you've gotten to be around some very incredible minds. Now you get to be the next incredible offensive mind here. In your words, when you look at what this Commanders offense can be, no, it's not a finished product yet, but we know what we have in-house right now. In your words, what is this Commanders offense going to look like in 2026?
Yeah, right on. I think when people turn on the tape, they're going to see a play style that is just recognizable across the NFL. That's one thing that I want to come to life. It's DQ's vision, the speed and violence that our offense is going to run off the football with, loading their stance and run. I think they're going to see a competitive and creative group that, I like to use the phrase, we're going to make the same things look different and different things look the same. That can cause a little bit of stress for a defense. So I think there's some cornerstones and some benchmarks that we'll hit along the way, but I've got a vision in mind, and our offensive staff is coming along beside me, and us collectively are trying to build it exactly how we see it.
And I mean, it's got to be exciting, right? Because you're coming in with a whole lot of toys in your toy chest, right? We got some really good young guys that have ability, but that are still developing, trying to make it in this league.
That's right.
How do you plan to get the most out of these young guys like Jalen Lane, like Bill Krosky-Merritt, guys that showed signs of excellence, but that you want to see on a more consistent basis?
Yeah, I think like DQ had an intentional development plan for me. We as a coaching staff will have that for every single player who walks through these doors, whether it's the 23 players we have under contract right now on offense, or it's guys that we acquire in free agency or through the draft that will help us, kind of reach new levels. And starts with Jaden, but then those young players like Bill and Jalen and Luke and Ben and all, the young players, Josh Connerly, who, we've drafted and want to develop and have seen progress. Now it's year 2 for some, year 3 for some. It's how do we help these guys reach another level, and that's our job, man, is to put them in the best possible position that we recognize their ability and put them in position to be successful.
And I love that you mentioned Dan Quinn in that, because like you said, he's taking that hand in you. He's taking a belief in you. When you got a quarterback like Jayden Daniels, there's a lot of people that want to be the offensive coordinator. He decides to stay in-house. He decides to go with you and give you your first chance, man. I know this is business. I know this is work, but that has to mean something special to you, right?
It does. And really, I'll keep just driving it home, but it's been every step of the way. It's opportunities to present in front of the team as the assistant quarterback coach was uncommon. It's opportunities to call plays in practice as the assistant quarterback coach, which is uncommon. But he has saw, this vision for me for a long time. So it's been an opportunity for me to prove to him. It's like I'm counting on him, counting on me. And so I'm able to kind of help bring his vision to life in that way.
David, we're so excited to see you again. Congratulations on this opportunity. You earned this. This is major.
Thank you.
My last question for you, man. I got to ask. You and Jaden play pig.
Yep.
Y'all compete with each other. It's one thing to be, the quarterback's coach and having a competition with your quarterback. Now you're the OC. Are y'all going to continue the competitions?
For sure. And I might even put it on display for the whole group so they can see.
Who gets the better of the two when you guys compete?
You're going to have to ask him on that one.
That sounds like a true winner right here. David Blough, our new offensive coordinator. Again, Coach, congratulations. Can't wait to see what you do here. And thank you for taking the time to pull up in your busy day. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Commanders family, our next man up, our new offensive coordinator. You'll be hearing his name a lot. Future star of this league, David Blough. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.